there is, but
Okay.
yeah, but Canada.
Alright, getting everything set up.
Quebec, I think they're fucked, huh? Like very fucked.
Yeah, I mean, there's statements, but yeah, that would take out a lot of the economic center of the country.
Well, yeah, because isn't Quebec like 30% or something?
I think it's more, man.
Canada? More?
I think it's more. Remember your history.
They're the second biggest province population-wise.
Yeah, I'm talking about like economic size.
Yeah, and they're the second biggest economically.
Alright.
Unless Alberta's overtaken them.
Hey, remember, Berton, we the French, we colonized it first.
Yeah, and then Britain took it away.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll come back one day. Don't worry.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
I don't think the Quebecois want you to take it back.
Our
the
French, our
Portuguese and the
French.
Spanish beat both of you.
No, yeah, down south.
No, we still have Martinique and
In terms
Nouvelle-Calédonie.
in terms of Europeans, the Vikings beat all of them.
Kind of.
Well, not kind of. They got to North America before any other Europeans.
Actually,
Yeah, but their colony didn't survive.
didn't I
They
read?
didn't survive, but they still got there first.
I read the thing that people found Roman coins and swords in Quebec once. So maybe it's the Romans who got there
That's fine.
first.
Okay.
Yeah, they found
Well,
like a.
That was like the same time period, right?
There's
Oh,
more
no,
likely trade.
Vik-
More likely trade goods brought with.
Good, good.
Why would the Viking have
Or
things
just-
from Rome?
Stuff from
Because
Hello.
they traded all the way down.
Hi,
they traded
Bajek.
all the way down.
Yeah, I'm here at the VD, but
Apparently he didn't get taken down there, so I'll just pay you for
Oh,
your
okay.
time.
Trade
Sound good?
stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. Wasn't too much though. Alright.
I think you already texted me your what you call?
State ID.
Yeah, yeah, you already sent me that, right?
Not in text, but I should let me check real
Just
quick.
text it. Just
Yeah, I'll
text
text it. Yeah.
it. Yeah. All right, and I'll just wire you 1,000.
All right. See you then.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. One 104-118.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Let me see. All right. Well, I thought I left my car. Did I not? And what are we doing for the night if not that? I don't know. Oh, it's been about 2 days. Whoops, my food's expiring. Alright. What am I doing then? Could just... What am I doing? I don't know. Oh wait, this is the Radio 1 game? That's what this is. There we go. No. PurpleRP again. Give me a second. I was very engrossed in this game I've been very addicted to recently. Called Backpack Battles. It's an auto battler thing. It's really fun. Very fun. I keep on getting builds that like feel really bad, but somehow end up. Hello.
Hello, this is Steven Nova with the SASP. Were you the gentleman that was meeting us at RPD?
I believe so. There was someone who requested a lawyer for expressing themselves.
Yeah, that was I. The gentleman involved decided to drop all charges, so there wasn't much we could get him with.
Okay. That's fine. I think you've let me know. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. See you
Sorry
then.
for, thanks for your time, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this went down there. It's not too much, but yeah. See you then.
Yep, see it. Yep.
Let's see. Man, I'm feeling okay. I was not expecting this. Oh. Wasn't expecting that for RP today. What am I doing? Should she go towing or something? Let me check. There we go. Guess we could go towing for a little bit or something. Or something. Or oh, they're getting me. I was like, wait, I didn't look at the light. Oops. Where am I going? I just said I was doing something, but... Oh, that's right. Remembering, no. I wanted to check out the, just real quick. I want to check out the... They have the mule or not and stuff. Please, please. I'll spend so much money on mules. I will buy all of them. I just need places to throw my garbage. To deal with at a later date. Okay. We can go this way first. Check out the clothing store real quick. Not clothing store, but whatever. Oh, we do need to do that as well. Alright. Alright. Now I'm getting the hang of things. Getting into the groove. Wait, why does it look all weird? Was there a trim there? Alright, now we do a quick stomp.
Hey.
Ice bar, medical cooler. An ice bar though, can it be used? Gold bars. No, I don't see anything too interesting. Well, except maybe this medical cooler. I don't know what this is. This is with ice bar. All right. Alright, now we just need to... I don't know why there's always people searching the dumpsters right here. It's very strange. This is only like an okay location for trash. What was that little bit? Oh, I think I know what that is.
How are you? That is a beautiful automobile. She's a beauty.
Pretty sure those are electric cars. Pretty sure this one's a good car from my member. Vincent. Yosemite. Expensive. Garbage. Trash.
Yes. That is a beautiful automobile.
All I want is...
Yes.
They don't have it on, do they? Alright. Too bad. Let me just do a quick check. Okay. Semi-looted. Alright. $8. Alright, let's take this. It always takes so long. Oh yeah, I wanted to. Okay, we got a good amount of cloth there. Again, there we go. Strange lag. Alright, we'll check here real quick. I just realized that back when I worked at PDM, people would always say, "Oh, I'm just here to check what's in stock," and I'd always be like, "Well, what are you looking for?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just looking." I'm like,
Hey!
always a bad answer. Let's see.
For real. Hell to the yeah.
Is the fiddle? It is fiddle. This looks weird.
Right on. That's the real shit.
All right, nothing good.
Right. Baller gang, bitch.
Hey, what's up? That sounds horrible.
Maybe down over there. We can check it. And then I probably will get on Onyx later. In a little bit. See how awake I am. Yeah, people are on force today, grinding, looks like. Okay, that's where we.
You look Meshuggah.
Wow, that's expensive. Hey, move. There we go. $49K for this thing. Were these always so expensive, these cars? Isn't this known as like... Oh. Please don't freeze. Okay, there we go. We're done freezing. This is Haze Autos. Alright. We'll go there. Or actually, we could go toggle people. That's probably something we should be doing. Did we ever exchange numbers? What's her name? Ashley? She was a nice lady. Can't. I'll send her a text.
Yeah, what's cracking? For sure.
Okay. Sorry. I'm feeling a little bit out of it. Probably should be talking to some people. There are people in Benny's. We'll go to City Hall where we feel more comfortable for right now. Wait, where am I? Okay, I know where I am. Holy lag, what's lagging me right now? There we go. The Shavos? Is that what the Shavos is? Doesn't feel very good. The Shav. See, wasn't there a lot of people just sitting inside the PlayStation? We'll check real quick. Not anymore, at least. Alright. Where's everybody?
How's it going, man?
Hey, you need any help with anything? I'm an attorney.
With a lot of things. Need help with a lot of things, but unfortunately I'm a lawyer myself.
Oh, okay. Well, nice meeting you. My name's Liz.
Liz?
L-I-S. Yes, Liz.
Liz. Nice to meet you, mate. I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you. You said Joe or Job?
Joe, J-O-E.
Okay. Another three-letter name, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how long have you been an attorney for?
Couple of weeks, I think, at this point. Maybe 3-4 weeks. God, time flies, you know. Time
Yeah, I don't
flies
think,
when you're constantly stressed.
Don't think I met you yet, but been an attorney for about 2-3 weeks now as well.
Nice. Yeah, probably about the same time. How you finding it?
I've been enjoying it quite a bit actually. I'm trying to join the DA's
Good
office.
stuff. Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I've heard some very bad things about it though.
Yeah. But on the flip side, Lord knows we could do with some honest and hard-working and, you know, well, ready-to-work people in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do at least. I want to try and change it from the
That'd be
inside.
amazing. Yeah. Yep. So I was trying to change it from the outside, running for governor, but not so sure anymore.
Oh, why is that?
A dark horse has entered the race.
Who?
One, Mr. Conway Down.
Oh, has he?
Yeah,
Alright, that's funny.
indeed.
Yeah, he's definitely very popular. Alright.
Very popular. Tons of money. Tons of people. Not much I could do about that. I was having a chat with him earlier. He was talking about how he was just going to wire someone $100,000 just to, as a joke or something. And I'm there like looking at my bank account with $8,000 in there, like, how on earth am I going to beat this guy?
He's a very rich man, yeah.
There comes a point where just money can do a lot of things.
Yep.
Not that he's not a great guy, he is. It sounds like he's got some solid ideas too, but
Well, I mean, money can only do so much. It can do stuff for like advertising and whatnot, but it's not going to get him votes.
very true. Yeah. What's going on in your world? Any active cases or anything? Anything exciting going on?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Hi, Liz.
Hey.
Bonjour,
Ouais.
monsieur. What's your name?
My name's Joe.
Jill?
Joe. J-O-E. Joe.
Joe. Bonjour, Joe.
Hi, man. What's your name? Anything
Moi,
we
c'est
met?
monsieur Marie-Joseph Henri de Lafayette. A pleasure to meet you.
Mr. Lafayette, is that fantastic? Nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you. My name is Liz.
That is
L-I-S.
the police. And that's the
Hey, how's it going,
madame who's...
everybody?
Bonjour.
Hey.
Hey, Trooper.
Hey, how
Madame.
you feeling?
Give me an instant.
Hey.
Let me...
My head
Okay,
hurts.
you're good. You smell like fresh
yeah.
A
laundry.
lot.
Took me a little while to. I honestly just threw a lot of the clothes in the garbage.
Let's go,
Yeah,
like,
sorry
that's
about that.
the
Actually, I
States
gotta get a
pays
new
it.
shirt. I did clean the shirt, but I actually have to go get a new one since I just got a promotion.
Yeah, I'm just glad nothing got on my hat.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. That was pretty brutal.
Because I got replacements for all my clothes, but this hat's my dad's, so I don't got any
So we
replacements.
figured it.
Yeah.
So we figured it out why it happened. He forgot to chill the white one before he drank it. Now we know.
That'll do you.
I'm just really confused where the bottle went.
I will never know. That's mystery of life.
Hey,
You know,
I
some
gotta read some of
some
your
mysteries
mouths
are not worth discovering. Huh?
Barrett.
Oh.
Yeah, you get 10 for-
That's the secret of life, you know. I mean, if you knew every secret, you know, you'd be bored. You know, you'd have nothing to do.
Well, except
Point
maybe
there.
create new secrets.
No, because if you knew everything, you won't create new secrets because you already knew the answers. You'd be bored.
Whoa.
Well, you knew everything. You don't know everything.
You would know
Well,
everything that currently exists, but maybe not what might exist.
Yeah, but if you already know who you, somebody else will have to create the secret for you. But the thing is, you already know most of the schemes and how they work, so you'd be already quite a pro to figure it out, you know.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought about it like that.
So at the end of the day, you'll be bored.
True.
Like imagine, madam, imagine you're like a super cop. Yeah, you arrest all the criminals. No more criminals in the streets. You're all in jail. You don't have a
Yeah.
work no more, no?
I mean, there's still people that'll park illegally or something.
No. Let's say like you arrest absolutely everybody, like in a police state, like very severe. Like even the people who jaywalk, like everybody, you know. Even the people
Yeah,
they don't,
yeah.
you know, pick up the poop of their dogs.
And loitering.
Exactly. You'd be out of a job. And let's say that
I
all
don't
the
know if I'd
people.
be out of a job because someone's got to keep them in shape. Otherwise, they'll go back to chaos.
No. All the people who's left are goody two shoes, like honest to God and everything. And all the bad people are in jail. So you know, you'd maybe
But
be transferred as a
If we're in a
department of
surveillance
correction.
state, someone's got to be doing the surveilling.
Yeah, exactly. But you wouldn't be
No.
the police.
It can be automated.
I guess
Exactly.
it could be
Cameras,
automated.
drones.
Go Skynet.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just have Skynet monitor everything.
Except
So you
then I think
keep
I'd be
everyone
the,
nice and
I'd
safe.
be the in the rebellion.
Oh, yeah, I really knew the rebel.
Ooh.
I
I
don't
would
think
not
I'd
be in the rebellion. I would be in the living group.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I'd
I'd be down
be-
for
I'd be in
Robin.
the government, you know. All the
Oh, fuck.
power.
I actually
Yes.
did- okay.
Skynet.
Hey Lee, is that a new jacket?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Looks
Thank
good.
you.
All right, mate.
Can you read what it says on it, madam?
Alicia.
That Lee?
Leshine?
What does it mean?
I have no idea. It sounds something like a Gucci.
It's French, actually. You know what it means? I know Mr. Crackman knows. What is it? Say it. I'll tell you what it
Baby.
The doggy doggy.
Baby.
Okay, he's
But
out of
really
his mind.
though.
It means dog.
Hmm.
The
He's
dog,
got
right?
dog on his
Yeah,
jacket.
le chien. It
Put
means
in
the dog.
work. Put in work.
He got a dog in him.
I mean,
That he
sometimes
do.
he sits
Put him
over
in
a
there.
fountain and he growls like an animal, so yes.
No, that's a gargoyle, not a dog.
Oh, shit.
Alright, well, we gotta
vampire.
get back out there, but I'm glad
Yeah.
you're feeling better, man.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I still
Oh,
feel
but that-
awful.
Holy
but-
shit.
Oh.
No, that's a flashlight, but I forgot they don't like flashlights.
Thank you for your
No,
service.
they do not.
They accept tips,
I'm
though.
not
Hey, Calvin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey.
Did they arrest you?
Yeah, I didn't have to go to
Oops.
prison, but they definitely brought me down there. They
For-
dropped
for
the
what?
Oh, they got me. They tried to get me for destruction of vegetation.
Yeah, we were his lawyers.
I see.
Hey guys. I didn't go to
Or ask for any active cases on it. I'm actually
Sometimes her
Yeah.
destruction
there was a
of
case recently that I'm trying to
wasn't in a
appeal on grounds of coercion.
like
He was
2400
on the
insurance.
side
I
of
had a
the road.
client in the cells and I advised that she plead no contest, and the officer started acting like really weird after that, and was saying things along the lines of well, if you don't plead guilty, then you're going to get 3 felonies, and I didn't think that was appropriate
On the illegal parking.
by any
That's
means,
not the way to do it.
Admitted
No.
especially considering that I didn't talk about that with him at all when I advised that she plead no contest in the matter, and
Nice.
Yeah. They didn't even have him on
I was
board
very,
on the license.
very angry about it.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
even have
no,
him
I
driving.
can see why that is. Like, it's you can kind of see what they were trying to get at, right? But this is the complete wrong direction. Like, that's not how you phrase it. That's not how you approach
He
it.
admitted to driving. He admitted to fishing. That's why he got those. Two.
Or even that he was doing this after I advised how she pleaded and all that. That felt very strange. That's
Right? Yeah, yeah. The ordering as well to just try and stack after the fact.
Well,
That's
and if you didn't admit to
that's
those
not good.
two, then they
and she
couldn't
did plead
find
guilty
you
because of that.
for unlawful
She didn't want to get 3
Oh,
felonies, which
okay.
is fair. It's absolutely fair,
Oh.
and I'm not gonna stop her from doing so. But I do think we absolutely have grounds to appeal that on.
most definitely. God,
What are you doing right now?
they do make it easy sometimes for us.
Apparently, this guy was a captain, and now he's a deputy head, so he got promoted during this time period.
I probably would have just. I did actually.
Falling upwards as usual.
And this wasn't even the only issue with this incident. I've heard from other attorneys that they've had other similar issues with him, as well as from an ADA who said that during that same incident with me, he showed heavy favoritism towards what's called one of the people. So one of the
Whenever they were issued.
my client's grandmother, she was sent up for 40 months, and my client got sent up for had 35 months that she was had to serve, and the grandmother was sent up for the full 40 months, while my client was let to just walk out with time served. And I thought that was kind of strange. It was a very strange thing. And so,
They didn't explain why?
no, nope.
Bizarre.
You just like the one person more than another.
To count on one hand the number of cops I haven't heard something heinous about at this point.
I'm gonna get someone off on disobeying because their badge was expired.
That's fucked.
Sounds hilarious. Except I don't think that would hold up.
I don't know.
I was pretty mad about it for a long while, and I was thinking that I needed to like do this like as like a retribution sort of thing. But I'm starting to realize that maybe I need to be more compassionate with my thinking in that regard, and maybe he just doesn't realize what he's doing is corrupt, and someone just needs to make him aware of it and tell him, you know, what is acceptable and what isn't, and not necessarily a friendly manner, but in a manner which he can understand it. So I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. Well, I like that approach. It's an approach I wish the cops themselves would take, because I see them just, you know, they see a chance to charge someone with something. I think, great, let's do it. I'm filling a quota or I'm doing whatever. I don't know what drives them, but it's like, this person's never done anything bad in their life. This is an education chance. Just tell them what they did wrong and, you know, let them go if they're being cooperative and honest and such. So I just don't know why it's just so heavy-handed.
I mean, they can be. I mean, I think a lot of times they're, whenever they feel like if they got into like a shootout with a person and then getting injured as a result of that, they tend to go very hard, like excessively so, on the person.
Yeah.
I had an officer wanting to charge the person with 2 counts of second-degree murder for having shot them whenever he was running away.
Really?
Yeah, we went to a bench trial over it and everything, and it's Yakos is like, yeah, we're definitely shouldn't be charging them for this kind of stuff. That's not how that works. You should be doing it.
Yeah. God.
You guys mind if I sit here?
Sure, you're good.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Making sure it wasn't something private.
Or what was that?
I was just making sure it wasn't like a private conversation.
No, you're fine.
I heard of a man up north who's sort of working the farms somewhere up in Blaine County, and you know, he's on the farms there, and there's rabbits going around scaring his cattle and stuff, and he's trying to get the rabbits off his property, right? So he's just sort of shooting at them, or just, you know, shooing them away, and ends up with a couple of rabbit corpses. Skins a couple of them because he doesn't want them to go to waste, and rangers come by, slap him with hunting outside the zone, which, again, like, technically, yeah, but this was the sweetest little old man who was just trying to do right by his farm. He didn't know about the hunting zones and stuff, and it's like, that's a chance to be like, hey, here's a pamphlet, don't do it again. So I don't see why you have to bring someone down to a station and put them in a cell for that.
I've had some experiences with the Rangers, and I actually had the same thing that you're talking about happen, where someone was there. They were actually trying to join the Rangers, and they ended up getting charged with.
What's good, motherfuckers?
Hey Lee, how you doing?
You know, same old. We are really out here.
Hi, mate.
Have you seen an officer? I just realized I need to snitch on somebody.
Yeah, they were just in here. They just walked out.
Just left on a cooler.
Oh, yep.
The Rangers have also been taking people's hunting licenses for hunting outside of the zone.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that?
Can't do that.
Yeah, I was thinking, is that an offense they can really?
Nope.
It is not.
Only if it's inside the protected area.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But apparently the judges didn't know that either, so.
Well, we're all screwed if the judges don't even know what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, I explained it to Yackle, and then he reinstated the guy's license.
Okay, good. That's good.
Well, and this guy was currently like halfway through applying to be a ranger,
Oh, it was.
but had lost his hunting license.
Oh, I think I was with him on that incident. I think I know the person you're talking
The
about.
same one you were just talking about.
Yeah. I didn't realize
yeah,
I took his
I
license
wasn't
for
with
that.
him
That's
for
messed
the
up.
actual incident. I was just with him afterwards for getting his license back.
It's crazy.
And I was just trying to get him his license back before someone from the Rangers realized that their new cadet didn't have a hunting license. Because I have a feeling he would have gotten fired.
Well, they knew because they took him in and all that, right? So I would have think.
I mean, only if the person who was like hiring him knew that he had gotten taken in for it, right?
I guess that's true.
I don't know how much they talk about people. Like, if the person who took him in didn't know he was a cadet, then... But yeah, he was knife hunting rabbits outside of Beaver Bush while he was waiting for his interview.
Yeah, I've read the pamphlet and I didn't see anything about like allowed hunting zones. I only saw about like where not to hunt.
No, there is allowed hunting zones in the pamphlet.
Is it? Maybe I just missed it.
Yeah, there's dark green areas that are allowed, and then there's like a orange area that's prohibited.
And then the rest, the orange prohibited area is the one that carries the.
Yeah, that one's like a
huge
felony
charge.
and a huge fine, and you lose your
Yeah.
license like forever.
And then the OK zone is okay, and then just everything else is not allowed.
Yeah,
without
everything else is just
application of license.
like a 5-month, $600 misdemeanor.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people don't notice it on the pamphlet. They just look at the protected area. And
Yeah, that's what
assume
I
it's
remember.
everything.
Let me go. Let me go buy one real quick. I have one here, right?
Yeah, the guy on the right.
I think this is like $2, right? $9. Ugh.
I did once manage to get a ranger down from. It was one of the illegal hunting charges down to animal cruelty, which was fun explaining
Isn't
that
that
to
a
the guy,
worse
'cause it's like,
charge?
well, it sounds it, but it actually isn't. It was a lighter fine and less time in jail. It sounds a lot worse, but I was like,
I know
this is
resisting
going to sound
arrest is
insane,
one that's super light for some reason.
right? There's some of them
It's
where
like
it's like
0
it sounds like
months
it's
and
made worse.
$200.
Oh wow, yeah. There's
But
a couple
then
like that where
disobeying
you
is
can
like
argue them
$15
down.
and $800.
Oh my god. Well, that seems weird.
Okay. Let's see.
I think the really sneaky thing is that there's a strip of land above the Alamo Sea that isn't actually a permitted hunting area.
Yeah, I heard about this from the
So
same
they-
farmer guy.
Yeah,
had to ask for
they've gotten
clarification.
some people on that because they've been too
It's like-
close to the water hunting.
What is it? The North Calamaria Way, or whatever it's called. It's like the
Yeah, it's
north
like
side
that
of that
road
road's okay, and the south side
specifically.
isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. There's tons of rabbits on the south side as well, but
Well, yeah, because they don't get killed on the south side.
yeah, that makes sense.
Natural selection, right?
Very true.
Oh, okay. So it does have a hunting area here. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, those two dark green are the ones that are okay.
Like I said, it's a very minor misdemeanor to hunt outside of it, but they can get you for it.
That they can, and they will, even on first offense, for someone who clearly didn't understand, and you could just give them a pamphlet and educate them.
Another interesting thing is that the hunting and fishing without a license actually has 2 separate charges, but no other license has that in the penal code. It has one charge
Got me
for
curious
just not having it, and then a separate charge if it's suspended.
Oh yeah.
And the suspended
you're
one
right.
is like crazy.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Shit.
It's 2,500. Why?
Yeah. It's like
That's a lot.
you're better off not having a hunting license.
It's almost like worse than hunting or fishing within a prohibited area.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I've yet to see them actually hit someone with it, but theoretically, I think they probably could. I think the more interesting question is, if your hunting license is revoked, which charge do you get?
Well, suspended should be the same thing as revoked, right?
Yeah, but I mean, revoked means you don't even have one anymore. Suspended just means that, like, you still have it, but it's not valid, right?
Eh.
I don't know.
I mean, because your driver's license can be suspended, right? And so it's not.
Yeah,
If
I
it's
think
just
the confusion is that
expired.
usually suspensions are for like a period of time, right? But here suspensions are like indefinite.
An expired one would just be the first, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Without a license.
Yeah, that one's not that bad. It's not good, but
I didn't
it's,
realize
it's
they
pretty
expired.
expensive.
I renewed all my IDs yesterday. I didn't know they were like months out of date.
Yeah, that was the guy we were just talking to. They got him for every single one of his licenses was
No
expired.
way. Oh my god.
Yeah, our licenses expire. So
Yeah. You might want to run over to Dolores and get some new
They got
ones.
him for driving on an expired license. They got him for having a gun on an expired license. They got him for fishing on an expired license.
Again,
If you died
why?
with your
It's an
skull getting
education
caved
chance.
in, that's kind of lame. I'm just saying.
Like they really
Some
got
people
him.
don't know.
And the worst part was they only got him for that because he was illegally parked and they were giving him a ticket and they asked him questions and he answered them.
oh, mine's still good.
And he admitted to fishing and driving, which like they didn't see him fish or drive. So if he just didn't admit, then they wouldn't have searched him either. So then he wouldn't have gotten the gun charge either. It would have literally just been a parking ticket.
That is a cool way to die.
Poor guy.
Think about it.
But
What if,
instead he got
you were
like
alive and live,
$2,500
in your
fine.
brain, and then your brain exploded, leaving
Just their eyes light up with
all over the room, and
filling their budget or whatever it is.
yeah, brain
Yeah.
maggots, and it's so cold.
How's
so
our
the
budget
blood
doing?
splatter would be like all kinds of places and stuff.
I think they're one of the only people that actually have a positive budget.
The Rangers. Funny.
No, the Rangers budget is negative. I think the PD has a positive one. Though.
Oh, okay.
I think DOJ is not too far in debt.
Better than we.
I,
do.
Weren't
I
we
think
like a million
Saba's
in
the
debt
worst
earlier?
and EMS is
Yeah.
the second worst, if I remember right.
Oh my god.
Because PD, like, they pay out the most money, but they also bring in the most money. So, like,
Charge stacking brings in the money.
yeah. My car has been towed while being legally parked out in front of the PD so many times.
Oh yeah, it's happened to me as well. Probably twice
Kidding me,
actually.
really?
One
From the
time they
little-
even
little parking
locally
spots in the
towed it
front?
because the tow driver wasn't fast enough.
Jesus.
They can do that.
That one I got reimbursed. That one of the officers that was there, because they were just complaining to one of the officers, and then they were like, "Oh, I'll just get it local impounded." And then after they did that, they informed the trooper that had just had it impounded that it was actually a lawyer's car, and not like some random criminal's car. So then she felt awful. So then she paid me back for it.
Couldn't they just check the VIN? Like, I feel like that's.
Well, no, because it was a rental.
Oh, no, rentals have VINs as well.
Yeah, I guess they do. They just have the negative VINs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But they had also given me a ticket for operating an unroadworthy vehicle.
What was it?
But it was parked the whole time.
That is strange, actually. How'd they know you're operating it then?
They didn't. That's why the ticket got dropped today in open court.
What was the vehicle?
But then I got it fixed and put it back there, and then I got towed again.
Yeah, I'm hesitant to take my car down here anymore. I get a rental just in case it gets towed.
Yeah. There's some parking spots a little bit down the street in an alley that way.
Okay.
We've left our cars over there before, and they don't get towed usually. But I don't know. Maybe the tow drivers have gotten more thorough.
All right. Well, thanks for that tip. I do some tow trucking in my spare time, so I'm sure I'll make use of it. That's.
Or you can just park it.
Or I can just park there as well. Yeah, I can just park there as well. That's true.
They don't really mind.
So you have any interesting cases going on, Sim?
Yeah. I've got a couple good appeals going.
Okay.
One of them is for Graves. And the other one I can't talk about.
Okay. The Graves thing, I'm assuming, is the him shooting people.
Specifically when he shot someone, at the courthouse after it had been firebombed.
I was not aware he shot it that time too. I guess he was shooting a lot of people that week, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was. We were sitting in the gallery watching a trial. Someone ran up, chucked a Molotov at the judge, and then he shot at them as they were running away. And then the person that was running away turned around and shot a cop. And then Graves shot at them again, and then he got charged with vigilantism.
Huh.
Yeah, so we're appealing that one.
That is a strange thing. So.
Yeah. The reason they ruled that it was vigilantism was because he ran out of the building and then shot the person.
It's the first shot, yeah.
But
Oh, I can see that then. That's if he's like running out to try to.
The important thing is that he just ran to just outside of the building, and the building was on fire because someone had just thrown a Molotov cocktail inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's our defense to it, which we'll see how the appeals think about it.
It'd be an interesting one.
Yeah, I think there's a valid reason to evacuate the building.
Yeah, and that's sort of what we said. Because he just went to the ramp right in front of the door and stopped there.
I'm not sure that shooting somebody in the back though could be ruled as self-defense.
That's tough. Yeah.
Well, he shot them when they were actively shooting police officers.
Oh, okay, then that's never mind.
Okay.
That's easy then.
Yeah.
What's even the problem then? If it's
he wasn't getting charged for hurting them. He was only getting charged for chasing them.
Right. Yeah.
Because he didn't get any assault charges or anything.
But weren't the police officers being shot at? So it was just.
Yeah, so it was self-defense, but they still thought it was vigilantism. It was because like the shooting was justified, but like him running outside and then shooting wasn't, or something. I'm not sure.
Well, I can see like if he ran outside of his gun saying, "I'm going to shoot this guy," I can see how that might be considered vigilantism, but I'm not sure if that. I feel like
My
Graves might.
understanding of what happened, there wasn't They didn't collect that much evidence for this case.
Okay.
But my understanding of what happened is they ran in, they threw it, and then like 5 different people opened fire on them in the courthouse. But they didn't go down. They managed to run out of the courthouse. And then people were running around on fire, and a bunch of people ran out of the courthouse. And then the cops were chasing the guy. And then the guy turned around and shot one of the cops in the head, and they went down. And then more people shot at them, but they got in a car and got away.
Okay.
So, like, obviously, I understand where the vigilantism is coming from. It's just that the judge didn't agree with the building on fire, get outside defense.
Which judge was it?
Hawthorne.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
So
He was also still pissed with Graves.
yeah, he seems
from
to
the,
have
manslaughter thing.
some interesting rulings, Hawthorne.
Because he's the one where Graves got charged with like assault and vigilantism, and then after he was charged, Hawthorne just decided to upgrade the charge to manslaughter.
Yeah, that is very strange.
Yeah, and then after that, then we talked to Gil, and then Gil was like, "No, you can't do that," and put it back down to the original charges. And then we had this trial with Hawthorne. So
The appeals with Hawthorne as well?
no, the appeal means it's a different judge.
Okay, that's what I figured. I was
Which is a little bit weird if Gil's the one who did the bench trial, but I guess we have the second head justice, so
Oh, is there a second head justice?
yeah. Emma.
She's a head justice?
Different Emma.
Oh, okay.
Emma Nigma is still suspended. Emma Maestri is the head justice.
Don't think I met her. Alright, that's going to be confusing, having two judges'
She
names.
was
Emma.
on a LOA for a couple weeks, I think.
Okay.
She just got back like 2 days ago. She's usually around like earlier than Gil though.
Okay. See.
From what I've seen. That's just from the 2 days that I saw her.
Well, what's she like?
She's fine. She's pretty straightforward. I mean, the only thing I'd say is she really doesn't like traffic court.
It's an odd thing to say.
I've heard it can be a bit much.
Yeah. Because I asked her to do if she would do a traffic ticket the other night. She was like, hell no.
I'm wondering if it's the judge I'm thinking of, or for what's her name?
But she seems like a fine judge.
Okay. Well, it's good to know we got another judge available for us.
Yeah, she said she'd be more available in the coming weeks.
Not sure I trust when people give answers like that.
Yeah, I mean, given that she was on a long-term LOA, I trusted a little bit more.
True.
It's not like she wasn't showing up. I'm pretty sure she was on an actual like scheduled LOA. I could be wrong about that though. That's just my understanding. I'm pretty sure she was like one of the original judges and just had been gone for a while. Because some of the other people seemed to recognize her.
See, I'm curious to meet her.
Yeah, she seemed pretty nice. We were having some good conversations the other night.
Hmm.
But yeah, for the Graves thing, I didn't think about it before the case, but I probably shouldn't have taken that to bench with a.
With Hawthorne? Or with Gilward?
With Hawthorne.
Okay, with Hawthorne. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Hawthorne, of his rulings.
Yeah, I mean, his rulings are generally not that bad, but that one he was really mad that Graves didn't get a murder charge for shooting the doctor.
I mean, granted, that's fair, but I mean, if the police are charging him with something else because of it, that's...
Yeah.
His job is
Which,
to...
I mean, normally I wouldn't question their impartiality, but given that he had unilaterally charged and convicted him of manslaughter, it was probably not the
kind of
best
missing
decision
a
for us.
point of the justice system there in the end.
Well, because he had a conversation with the other doctor that didn't get shot in the stairwell.
From what I heard as well, he had a conversation with troopers without the other council present.
Yeah, he did that too. I was the other council. And Phoebe yelled at him for it. And then he got really mad.
He got mad?
That's actually why Phoebe ended up getting demoted.
What?
That doesn't sound right.
She told me...
They got in a fight.
Okay. She told me she just had to take the blame, essentially, or someone had to take the blame, so that's why she got demoted.
Yeah, but one of the main reasons she was the one to take the blame was because of the fight she had with Hawthorne.
Huh.
Because Hawthorne was pissed with her. Because she just blatantly said, "You're having ex parte conversations, you can't do that." And he was just like, "That's not what I'm doing, I can do whatever I want, go away."
Well, thankfully, I'm very happy that Phoebe is someone who like gets mad. I feel like we need more people who like get mad over stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't like that she's always mad at me, but
well,
other than that,
I don't know what you do to her. I feel like she's really easy to work with, so I'm kind of confused why you have animosity between the two of you.
well, I'll give you a question. For a FOIA request, do you think you have to explain why you're requesting it?
Probably not, no.
Because that's what I thought, but because I gave her a request requesting someone's arrest report that wasn't my client. And then I mentioned to her in passing as she was looking it up that they weren't my client. And then she freaked out about it.
Oh, so I guess it is fair, like if you're requesting an arrest report of someone who you are not planning on representing, that could be definitely strange. And I could see why she might want to know about that.
But that has nothing to do with the FOIA request.
Well, the problem is that the FOIA request, I'm not sure if that's the case here, but you need to have some like lawful reason for why you are requesting it.
No, you don't. It's the opposite. You don't need any reason to request a FOIA. You have to have a lawful reason to deny a FOIA.
That's true. If it's being actively investigated or whatnot, you can deny a FOIA for that reason.
Yeah.
But I think it's more
unless you have a reason to deny it, all government documents are subject to FOIA. And you don't have to give a reason. You just state the document and they have to give it to you unless they can point to something that says they don't have to give it to you.
Yeah, I get that. I think it's more, I'm not sure if it's the case here or not, but they do want to maintain the privacy of, the population here is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they can redact names and stuff from it, but they still have to give you the arrest report.
True.
With like all of the events that happened. They can replace people with like person 1 or person 2 if they really wanted to.
Okay, I didn't consider that, but okay. Oh.
But that would still be their responsibility.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yackle actually disagreed with me on that one, but I've had a couple instances where I've had to tell Yackle that he's wrong about something, so yeah, I don't know.
He disagreed with you about like not having a reason to request it or what?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, because generally the way FOIAs work is you just request it, then they have to give a reason to deny it, and then if you want to, you can give a reason to why the court should reject the denial. And that's generally how FOIA rules work. And to my understanding, we don't have any separate FOIA legislation outside of the federal act.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the first things I asked Gil.
I'm not exactly sure how it works here, but where I was from, you did need to have a reason to request it.
Huh.
Thinking I might drop a request upstairs now.
Oh, what was that?
I'm thinking I might drop a request upstairs now for one. There's a certain individual whose record I very much need to look at because I don't understand why they are still free.
Who? Do you mind?
One Jordan Steele.
Oh. He doesn't have much of a record at all.
I hear he has a number of illegal tow charges, but still has his license.
Is there an illegal tow charge?
I wasn't aware of those. There is no illegal tow charge. It's just Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
If your tow wasn't lawful, then you committed Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, but if he's his license in the commission for a crime, wouldn't it have to be, redacted? Or, like, suspended?
Yes.
Hold on. Tow. Was that? Hold on. Grand. Huh. See, now I'm even more confused. Now I definitely need to see some of these reports because I'm hearing some crazy things about this guy.
I just heard from, was it Phoebe? No, it was Falcone.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Whoever is always so fast with them.
So fast.
No, but who
I didn't
was
even see
it?
the number pop up. I never
Well,
even
yeah,
see
you
the
can't
number
wait
next
for
to
the
it.
number. You gotta click on the dispatch thing to make it go away. Yeah, if you're not doing that, you're never gonna win the race.
Damn. That's good to know.
Probably shouldn't be telling people that, I guess, huh?
More competition. I'm usually not around this time of day anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
About Jordan Steele, who did I hear from? Was it Phoebe? I think I heard from, no, it was Falcone, I'm pretty sure. About how, yeah, he had apparently had, like, cursed heavily at Phoebe during a bench trial, and about how he just acted, like, really inappropriately during it. And then, directly afterwards, Yackle gave him his bar license.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. That's not really what happened. They were screaming at each other. Him and Phoebe.
Okay.
And then Phoebe ended up, like, storming out afterwards and said something about the judge. I don't remember exactly what.
Okay, so it wasn't as bad as that.
No. And then afterwards, he talked with Yackle about the case itself. And then Yackle did one of his, like, 5-question bar exams that he does for everyone. And obviously he passed, so he got his bar. Because Conway was, like, posting pictures claiming there was, like, some conspiracy or something, but there just wasn't. Because Yackle's bar exams are literally just that short.
Yeah, he didn't even give me money. He just said, here's your bar license.
Yeah, mine was just RSPC and, like, 2 ethics questions. And I'm not sure if I even had to get them right.
Hawthorne was half asleep on the couch there when he did mine.
Oh, you got lucky.
What'd you say was yours?
Hawthorne was half asleep on the couch over there. Just
Oh.
a couple questions at me.
If he
When he
wasn't
did when
half asleep, you would have been in for like a 45-minute bar exam.
Oh shit! I must have looked at
He's the one that gives the crazy bar exams. I actually, he was one of the judges that I asked for my bar exam before I had it. And he said he didn't
Oh,
have
nice.
time because he had a case in half an hour.
In half an hour.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Yeah. I heard he was questioning people about like amendments and case laws that we don't even recognize, and
Oof.
yeah, it was bad.
I'm not the greatest regarding case laws. I know like what police can and can't do for the most part, but having the name of it,
Well, we only recognize like 5 case laws.
Do we have like Pennsylvania v. Mims?
Yeah, we have Mims, we have Garner, we have Miranda. We have the one about searching cars, the one about searching people.
Okay.
Those two I never know by name. It's
So basically the classic police, what they can do, case laws.
just the basic stuff.
And
And then we have a
original.
couple state case laws. That's like the Ranger one.
Yeah,
The Ranger
I
one?
think there's a second one.
I think it's just that one.
Yeah, we also have a Do Good v. San Andreas,
Oh right, yeah.
which is just like Good Samaritan law. I don't know why they did it as a case law instead of an actual law, but whatever. And Castle Doctrine, but it's not actually Castle Doctrine, which is weird, but
Yeah, I remember looking up the self-defense thing, and it wasn't actually Castle Doctrine. We didn't have that.
yeah, they call it Castle Doctrine, but it's just like stand your ground law.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Well, I can see the problem with like actual Castle Doctrine, and that could be very easily
Well,
abused.
no, I'm pretty sure we recognize actual Castle Doctrine as well.
Do we? Okay.
I'm pretty sure that at least the judges think we do.
Because that can be pretty easily abused, because you don't even necessarily need to know like the intent of a person. If you believe they're breaking in,
No,
you can just
but
shoot
you
them.
have to actually own the property.
Well, yeah, but like let's say there's a business and they believe that someone is breaking in, or they trespass a person and then they come in anyways, they can just shoot the person. There's no
Even in a business, I thought it had to be an actual residence.
business or what's it called? Business or any property you own. So it can be either your residence or business or your car if you're in your vehicle.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it had to be a residence.
Nope. It can even be your car. That's a very important one, because if you what's called, if you're about to get carjacked, you are legally allowed to just shoot the person, no questions asked.
Yeah, I mean, even under stand your ground law, you can often shoot them if you're getting carjacked. It's going to be a little more iffy.
Yeah.
Oftentimes it's just going to depend what they smash the window out with.
Yeah, I know a lot of the real professional criminals they'll have like the glass breaking gloves or whatever. Just like instantly breaks it.
Yeah. If you have those, then I don't know if you can articulate a deadly threat. But if they use like a hammer or something, then
Yeah.
even in stand your ground, you can probably just blast them. I just hope at some point we raise the burden of proof for higher level charges.
Oh yeah, I agree. I do think was it just preponderance of evidence is a bit much for a lot of the charges.
Yeah, like I understand for the more minor charges and traffic infractions and stuff.
Yeah.
But like if they're charging someone with aggravated first degree murder, they should be proving that.
And
like,
beyond a
maybe not
reasonable
all
doubt.
the way to beyond a reasonable doubt, but pretty damn close.
Well, I mean, beyond a reasonable doubt that's up for interpretation.
flexible
Joe.
standard,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's.
I mean, we don't actually really use preponderance of evidence standard, but that's a whole different issue. It's yeah.
What do we use then?
Yeah.
Well, we technically do, but the judges don't really follow it.
That is true. I didn't notice that. I'm like, wait, the judges are kind of just.
They kind of just. Well, because it's weird, because you can have situations where you meet the preponderance of evidence standard, but not the probable cause standard.
Isn't it the same? It's 51%, isn't it? More likely than not.
Probable cause is just you have a reasonable belief, you have RS, and evidence to support that RS. Whereas if you have really good RS, you can meet preponderance of evidence.
Really? Isn't probable cause you what's it called? You believe or a crime will be or is being committed?
And you have evidence to support that belief. Because the belief itself is just RS.
Oh, well, that one is more it might be, but if you believe it is, like it's something that has like happened 100% without a doubt, then I think that then it becomes probable cause.
You still have to have some form of evidence. It doesn't have to be direct evidence, but it still has to be some kind of reliable witness testimony or fingerprints or even just proof that they were in the area of the crime.
Okay. So, because I was told that for probable cause, like at the most strict is 51%, but I guess it's less strict, depending.
Yeah, it's complicated because for probable cause you have to have some form of evidence. Whereas theoretically, at least, you can have situations where you can reach 50. You can have a situation where it's more likely than not that someone committed the crime, but you have no evidence tying them to the crime.
True.
In just a theoretical situation. So in that theoretical situation, you would meet the preponderance of evidence standard.
Well, I'd find it hard to believe that it'd be more likely than not, and then you don't have evidence.
Well, but if there's no evidence that you didn't do it either.
Didn't do what?
The crime.
Oh, that? Well, I mean, you don't need to prove yourself innocent. You need to prove that you're not guilty.
I mean, it gets a little bit backwards in this state sometimes, though.
Yeah, I've seen that before, quite a few times.
Because PC to arrest is, if it's good PC, then that's just straight up preponderance as well.
Yep. It's good though. That's
Yeah,
I feel like that's
good
asking a lot
PC.
from some of the officers here. That's
I had an officer detain me here yesterday under suspicion of assault and battery for throwing money at the guards.
What?
Yep. I yelled at him for like 15 minutes, and eventually he figured out that it would be reckless endangerment, and then he didn't charge me with it, so...
Well, were you throwing money guards? The thing. What?
I was tipping them.
That's the other question.
See? Watch.
She did not seem to like that.
I'm pretty angry about that. That's she didn't want your tip apparently. That's...
Yeah, they get really mad about it, but as long as you're toss it at them fast enough, they don't do anything.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I don't know. You could probably articulate that being reckless endangerment. Maybe.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
reckless endangerment more is if like you're putting someone's life actually in danger.
Well, but the argument was that if the guards opened fire, they might hit people.
Well, that make them doing something that was recklessly endangering, and not you.
Well, but their argument was that me throwing the money at them is what would make them open fire.
It
and
may be
hurt people.
provoking, but I wouldn't say it's what's called using the argument's a bit strange though.
I mean, it's a better argument than trying to get me for assault and battery. When no one was injured and we don't even have an assault and battery charge.
I could maybe see a simple assault, possibly, but
Doesn't that still require an injury?
Oh, it does require injury, right? Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just so you're aware, I don't know if you knew, but there's another lawyer who got in some trouble for this. If you're not using the paper copy of the penal code and you're using the one on your phone, the fines aren't correct.
There's one on the phone. No, I've just been using paper copy.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Because there was a guy who was using the spreadsheet version.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
But that one doesn't have inflation.
Right.
Yeah. So his client ended up getting charged like an extra $300 one time, and yeah.
Oops.
He was doing math on the base fines.
Well, I mean it's inflation for you.
Yeah.
I mean they claim it's a good thing, but I'm not sure how much I believe that.
What I wonder is if we have deflation.
What would happen if we have deflation, or like if we?
No, like if like a multimillionaire gets deported, do we get deflation?
No, because if their money's not entering the economy in the first place, then it's not being inflated. So the money is just. Well, this wasn't there in the first place.
Leaving the economy.
Well, yes, but by it being in an account, it's already left the economy. It's only whenever it's spent that it's part of the economy.
Yeah, like I think it's more as a
Yes.
multimillionaire who is constantly spending and pumping. If they were to
I mean,
leave,
Sabo's definitely not helping with inflation, but
True.
just printing like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
find out in a month when I'm governor and I manage to tank the state budget somehow.
Are you gonna be like the last governor and put it all on red?
Probably be a better way to do things. The only way to get us out of debt.
Yeah.
What was it? A $4.2 billion loan was approved for state or for any businesses for their employees.
Yeah. The fry cooks get paid almost as much as us.
It's crazy.
We get like $50 an hour more than the fry cooks.
Well, can I be a fry cook and a lawyer? Is that...
I think so.
Okay. Not so
I
bad
think
then.
that might be embezzlement though. I'm not sure.
Well, that's. I mean, as long as you're answering the calls, right? Like, if I think it's fine.
I guess it's better than the people that like go out hunting while on duty as a lawyer and just never pick up calls.
That's the thing. It's like you can do the fishing and the hunting, but you gotta take the call and drop everything else. If you're just
Yeah.
out there ignoring calls, then yeah.
Which we know some people are doing. It's just hard to find out who because we
Sure.
can't see a roster of who's on duty.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's
But
pretty.
we can tell that there's someone on duty.
Yeah,
True.
I do think it's pretty easy to tell. Well, not pretty easy to tell, but you can probably tell based on the people taking out paychecks, right?
Yeah, Graves was doing a bit of an audit before he got fired, and we figured out over the last week I had made the second most amount of money. Someone had made like $8,000 more than me. But I was doing like 14 hours a day.
Yeah, how would they? That's
And we had never seen this person.
very strange.
Like they must have been doing 15 or 16 hours a day and never get seen by anyone.
My no star ups or anything like that. Yeah.
In the
And we'd never heard of their
the
name
ocean
either.
fishing.
What was her name?
I don't remember. I'd literally never heard of it.
That's crazy.
Because I had withdrawn like 80k and they had withdrawn like 86k or something.
I'm still storing mine up for in case of it turns out it actually does matter for inflation, just in case. And this one day I'm going to take
Someone
out.
did the test and it didn't matter.
Well, I mean, maybe that's changed. I don't know. Maybe they didn't do it correctly. I don't know exactly, but I don't need my money right now, so I'm going to leave it there and for now.
I just keep wads of cash on me.
That's a good idea.
I had like 30k on me yesterday.
Why? Don't keep too much on you.
Walking loot box.
Well, because I had gotten paid like 10k.
Walking
then
pinata, that's right.
I had gotten paid 7k from a MC for doing the occupancy permit. And I had gotten paid 13k by the chief of police for a settlement agreement. So I had like 30k on me.
Blimey. So those occupancy permits are a thing then?
Yeah, so are event permits.
What are occupancy permits exactly?
Squatting.
Really? Do we have squatters' rights? Is that like a...
Well,
Kinda. It's like lawful squatting.
it's
if you
in
pay.
place of, yeah, it's like lawful squatting.
Oh, okay.
It's government
But
approved
the state
squatting.
can, yeah, and the state will revoke it if they want to sell that property at some point.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
basically if you have an organization, you can effectively claim an area, and then if you pay $5,000 and have a judge come out, they'll give you control of the area.
Interesting.
It's like a lease.
Okay.
No keys though, which sucks. But it's understandable.
No, you can get keys.
Really?
Yeah. You can build stuff too.
Wait, if it's a building that is lockable, they'll give you keys for it.
I don't know if they will, but you can get keys for it.
Oh my god! See, because the tow union, we're holed up in Premium Deluxe Motorsports, and I know those doors have got to be, they've got to have keys.
I mean,
I've
it's
never
the kind of
bothered-
thing where you might have to get in touch with the lieutenant governor for it, but yeah.
Maybe I should. I wasn't going to bother because nobody robs us there. I've never had trouble in that place. And I know the state's going to sell it. Like, it's probably going to be one of the first places up for sale.
EDM is quite nice.
Yeah, if you're not operating out of PDM, I think that's probably one of the few places where they might actually reject an occupancy permit.
Really? Because it is so obviously going to be for sale.
Yeah, because it's like it is a car selling place. So like if you're not selling cars out of it, I think they might actually reject that one.
Yeah, I worked there for a
Another
good 2
place to
months before.
Pack up
That's
furniture
it.
from.
We tried to get an occupancy permit for one of the third floor offices here.
Really?
Yeah, but before we could even submit it, Gil posted an eviction notice.
Classic Gil.
Yeah.
But then they gave us the office on the other side over there.
That was nice.
So I guess it kind of worked in the end.
Yeah, I know I see
Well,
graves in
find
there
somewhere else for the
sometimes.
tow union to-
Sorry, what was that?
I was just thinking about I could find somewhere else for the towing union to go now. Maybe our third place we set up in. No, fourth.
Would be a good
Yeah, I
spot.
saw you guys posting about Jordan Steele on Life Invader.
Oh, God, just. But I get people telling me, like, rein him in, keep him under control. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, he's not even in the union. But
Who can control that?
people tell me that, like, they
He
they
doesn't
see
even
him
use
come in and they
lawyers. He
lock
just
themselves.
represents himself.
There's people locking themselves in their business and like calling people down to handle him when he drives by. Like the city's terrified of him for some reason.
That's like what Phoebe does when I'm around.
What makes you terrified?
Yeah.
Oh well. She's really nice. She's like really easy to work with. I don't.
See, that's what everyone says, but she's not nice to me.
What did you do? Why did you make her like this? That's.
Well, I tried to request a warrant. I tried to FOIA a warrant once, and she got really mad about that. I
Oh,
don't think
well,
she's ever forgiven me.
can you FOIA warrants? Is that something you can do?
Yeah, you can FOIA any government document.
Well, wouldn't a warrant technically be like an active investigation?
Well, they can reject it as an active investigation. And then if I wanted to, I could take it to a judge and challenge that.
True. Yeah, I'm not sure if warrants are public knowledge here. That's
Hi Dolores, how are you?
So generally, violent warrants aren't. But smaller warrants generally are. And my reasoning for it is that in most jurisdictions, warrants get probable cause checked by a judge. A judge
True.
or grand jury has to sign off on the probable cause of the warrant.
True.
But we don't do that here.
Yep.
So sometimes there's going to be warrants that don't have proper probable cause. In which case, we would need to have some way to know about them to ask for a probable cause hearing.
I guess so. I mean, but that would only be the case if your client's actually arrested for it. And usually the police officers that deal with that kind of stuff, they're much more okay with dropping charges for someone else, if they've done like a bad job, from what I've seen, than like compared to their own charges.
Sometimes only if they can drop like the whole warrant, though. They usually get really iffy about dropping like parts, like charges off of a warrant.
That might be my fault actually. Were you there for the Mike Block case thing?
Which one?
The one in the prison.
Yeah, I was the lead for that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were there. I remember seeing you. That's right.
That was the last time we saw Anderson.
Anderson?
Yeah,
I don't
he was
really.
the judge for that.
Oh, that's right. That judge. I don't think I've seen him in a long time.
Yeah, he never came back to work after that.
Oh. Well.
And the ADA quit the day after as well.
That was because of the police, though. That wasn't because of what happened during the trial.
Well, but the police were mad because of what the police thought happened during the trial. So, like, it was tangentially related.
Well, I had a lot of respect for her because I was like, wow, she's willing to drop charges like that. I'm like, the police are going to be pissed at her. And she doesn't even care. Well, I mean, apparently she does very much so care, so she ended up quitting because of it,
Yeah.
which is fair.
Yeah. I just can't believe we gaslit the judge into dropping the terrorism charge.
Well, that one, I don't think social ends means what that judge thinks it means.
Well, yeah, that too. But I mean, he did write a note saying that he was killing people for religious and social goals.
Or political.
Yeah, religious and political goals.
I mean, I don't think, was it the term, a confession isn't enough for an arrest?
Yeah, because a confession would just be RS.
Yep.
But see, that's a situation where you have a confession, you don't have probable cause, But you could meet the preponderance of evidence standard. Maybe not in that specific situation, but some situation like that.
Yep. But until a situation like that happens, right? That's what I always get told. All right.
Yeah. I was happy. I got some charges dropped today for a pseudo Brady violation.
Oh, really? What for?
It was so my client had been at the mall and attacked one of the and drove his motorcycle into the mall. And then the people at Cluck and Bell were like, "We won't serve you until you take your motorcycle outside." And then he attacked one of them with a bat, and then they all shot him. But then the police didn't collect any evidence, and the people who shot picked up all of their own casings. So then I convinced the judge that the lack of evidence, because the police chose not to collect the evidence, had to be viewed in the light most favorable to the defense. And they actually went with it and found him not guilty.
Nice.
Even with the person who had gotten hit's testimony.
Yeah.
So, like, not quite a Brady violation, but, like, same sort of.
Well, isn't if someone's willing to testify in the stand, isn't that evidence?
Sort of. But the point was that if the police had collected evidence of, for example, where my client had been shot and where the people who had shot him from were standing, that's evidence that potentially could have exonerated him.
Right.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, so the police choosing not to collect that evidence has to be viewed as exonerating evidence.
Yeah.
In the light most favorable to the defendant is the term usually used. That's why when police are investigating crime scenes and stuff, they collect all of the evidence, even if it's not particularly relevant.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, but we don't actually have those case laws in this state yet, so you have to argue it on a case-by-case basis. Which makes it a lot harder.
It makes it more satisfying when you're actually able to do it.
No, I know. Yeah, that's why I was really happy about it, because
Yeah, no, that's one to be
I'd
proud
been
of.
told that we don't recognize Brady, and we weren't gonna recognize Brady.
I think there are definitely
You
some.
made him recognize.
I don't fully know what Brady is. I just know that it basically means that if you're a police officer and getting investigated, that you get extra rights, basically.
No, that's Garrity.
Oh, Garrity. What am I saying? Brady. What's Brady?
Brady is like, for example, if the prosecution is alleging that you killed someone at a given time,
These
and they find
motherfuckers
a
got-
photo of you
Hey, Lee.
20 miles away
man.
at that exact time, they are required to turn that photo over to the defense.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, and any evidence that could potentially exonerate the defense must be turned over by the prosecution,
Okay.
is basically what it comes down to. Obviously, it's a little more finicky than that, but
Okay. I'm
Any
understanding.
blood there, Mr. Barnes?
and Garrity is the, like, telling the officers that this, about, like, it being an internal investigation or a criminal investigation, and them not answering the questions can't be used against them criminally, but can be used against them for internal action
For their employment,
policies
yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
That and there was one of the interesting ones I found. Or that one is that only 2 officers are allowed to question them in a room at any point in time.
Huh.
So you can't have them ganging up on people.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
That's good.
Because I know whenever police are being questioned or whatnot, that everyone tends to be like, I need to question them myself, sort of thing, and that's not that can be very aggravating for the person, and they're like, oh, I just don't want to do this again, and it might slip up in some way, or at least perceived so by the officers.
Yeah. I think for criminals, it's more so just that you don't want to give people the out of saying that they were intimidated into the confession.
I don't believe the criminals have that right. I believe it's only the police that have the right to have more
No,
than two.
they don't have the right, but if you go to court and they have a confession from your client, if you can articulate that they were threatened into giving that confession can be thrown out.
Okay. Yeah, under coercion.
Yeah, basically. It's just it's negative coercion as opposed to positive coercion.
Isn't all coercion
Sign
coercion?
the confession and we'll give you KFC kind of thing.
Oh, that just sounds like bribery rather than coercion.
No, that wouldn't be bribery. That would just be coercion.
And we'll give you KFC? But isn't that you're saying you'll do something?
That would just be a coerced confession.
Okay. I guess okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Technically, coercion is.
That's why some of the officers will get snippy in the cells about offering plea deals, because they think there's one officer in particular where if you ask them how much time off they're willing to give for a guilty plea, they won't tell you.
So that's only the case when they're speaking with your client. If they're speaking with a lawyer, that's absolutely not the case. But
it also doesn't apply to guilty plea deals.
Really?
So, for example, they're allowed to say that they'll drop a charge for a guilty plea, but they're not allowed to say that they'll add a charge if you don't plead guilty.
Hey guys, how do?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Merrick.
How's your campaign going, Joe?
It's going down the drain. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really like tow drivers, so
yeah.
I imagine that's
a lot
not
of people don't like tow drivers.
kind
a lot
of
of people
yeah.
apparently don't know who I am as well, which is surprising.
Yeah, you need
I mean,
to
I have
be
less issue with
president
tow
all hours of the day.
drivers
That's
and more
very
with
true.
the officers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because every time my car's been unlawfully towed, it's been marked by police. It's never been a tow license tow.
Is there anywhere we can see that?
At the impound lot, I believe if it wasn't marked, it's free to get it out.
It's free,
Oh.
yeah.
Right, actually.
So if you go to the impound lot and you have to pay, that means an officer marked it.
Oh.
And the Rangers, they're marking them for $1,000,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure how I feel about.
Anything north of Sandy, I heard.
I think it's just anything. I've had Rangers mark everything at 1,000.
Really?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, the reason they said they were doing it was because it's so far away.
Yeah, I thought that was fair.
Tow drivers should get paid more.
I think they're just training their Rangers to mark everything at 1,000 regardless of distance.
Yeah. The one
I'm
thing
gonna
I'm
try
not
and
sure
fix
is,
that
do you know if
if I
the
can.
tow driver actually gets paid more?
Yep.
They would.
They definitely do.
Gets half whatever the
I
person
didn't know
pays
if
at
they got
impound.
half or if it was just a flat 250.
No, it's half.
They got
Okay.
half. Problem
Half
is
goes to
that
tow
the
truck driver, half goes to state.
problem is the citizen still
Yeah.
has to pay the full
1,000,
amount.
yeah.
Which, like, what do they care how far away the car was?
Wait,
Yeah.
they have to pay 1K, really?
They would have to pay.
Oh
1K
wow.
just
Okay,
to
A
that
lot of
was.
Rangers
outside
right
the
now
city.
are charging destruction of vegetation and illegal parking, and then towing for $1,000. So someone is paying $1,750 roughly to get their vehicle back, and to the state.
I don't think I've ever seen a destruction of vegetation charge stick in court.
Half of them don't
So
even
what
have
I'm-
photos to evidence them.
Well, because
I'm looking to try and
for
split
most
that
of
up
the
so that we can
judges
actually.
say that the wilderness is not considered a park. So that kind of just throws out basically every single one that the rangers charge.
So that's on us to argue away.
Also, the Rangers specifically said publicly on their Life Invader that,
Yeah, that you can park on the beach. Yeah, I
if
saw
you
that.
can park on a
thing was
beach,
weird.
and then
Yeah.
they have just walked that back without any public announcement.
Yeah, they just
I'm
started
not going to make that very
towing and
public to
ticketing
the
people on the beach.
right. I'm personally not trying to
Crazy.
make that public information to the Rangers that they have not done that, because I'm going to be using that every time a fucking ticket comes
Yeah.
my way.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you
a
can't
class auction right there.
you can't announce something and then walk it back and then ticket people. That is, especially on a public Life Invader account, verified Life Invader account.
And that could be
Yeah,
argued to be
it-
entrapment.
Well,
Exactly.
we don't
Yeah.
have entrapment. We don't have that case law.
Really? We don't honor that one.
Yep. We don't
That's
have that
creative.
one.
I mean, that means police can do a lot of like really.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, they
An
can.
officer wanted to give me back my client's weapons in the cells and then have me take them to Bellenbrook with them. I'm like, you're just going to follow me out of here and charge me for possession, aren't you?
And they could do that.
well, I would just say, I mean, maybe you could do that since you didn't give them to him. That's I don't see why I have to do that.
That's wild.
Well, it's like the security guards at events collecting people's weapons.
Oh, for that, I usually just go back and put them in my car, so thing.
Yeah, I do too, but they could get those people for weapons trafficking.
Oh, is that
At
right?
least before
Let's
they
see.
split the charge. I don't know if after they split the illegal weapons charge, if they can still do it.
So
Yeah,
that'd only be the
possesses 5
case.
plus improperly registered weaponry.
So it would have to be like illegal guns.
No, if it's
If
registered to
you're-
you
if-
when they're holding it, it's improperly registered.
You're not allowed to hold weapons that aren't registered to you.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
what I mean by improperly registered. Okay.
Yeah. So if they're holding 5 guns for people, they've committed weapons trafficking.
The VU bouncers the other day were definitely holding more than 5 weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a case actually where I was told that if you and a friend are at a gun range, you can't like borrow each other's guns. That's actually
I was
illegal.
there for that one.
That was very confusing to me. I feel like that's
I think I had a separate client, but like same situation. Yeah. Yes, possessing any weapon that isn't specifically registered to you is a misdemeanor.
Well, I mean, I guess very technically, couldn't you like argue constructive possession and that you technically own it because you still are like, within the area of them, something like that?
Well, constructive possession wouldn't help you. That would just mean you both possessed it.
Well, no, that's only the case until one testifies to having owned it.
Sort of. They can still get you for possession. Oh. It's
Oh.
just a lot harder if you have a witness saying it wasn't theirs.
As far, it's not saying it wasn't theirs. Someone has to testify to having owned it, as far as I understand it. So if there's 4 people in a vehicle, and there's weed in the glove box, all of them can be charged with it. But if one person were to testify, that's actually my weed, and I put that there, then only that person can be charged with it.
Typically, yeah. I think that's more to do with the beyond a reasonable doubt standard, though.
Yeah, be real quick, guys.
I think in this state, you could probably still get everyone for it.
Oh, they try.
I don't know if a judge would go for it.
Yeah, I don't think a judge would like that. That's
I think as an ADA, you could reasonably articulate preponderance of evidence for every person in the vehicle.
yeah, but at the same time, I think you do have to have like some sort of standards. When you're
Yeah. Now, you would have to do them each individually, because for each person, you would be arguing that they're most likely the one that possessed it.
well, I mean, couldn't you, as a defense attorney, then argue that if someone pleaded guilty, then there should be evidence that your client was not the one in possession of it for that reason?
Yeah, but you'd also have to prove that it was only one person in possession of it. Because for all they know, you both could have put weed in the glove box, kind of thing.
I don't know about that. That's a strange argument.
Well, that's how they get people for constructive possession.
Well, the constructive possession is that everyone has access to it.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It'd be hard. Everything's weird. because we don't use the same evidentiary standard.
True.
My commune taught me how to fight. Just in
That's
case.
probably why we don't recognize a lot of case laws, because a lot of them wouldn't really make sense given the standards that we use. But
True. Alright, well, I'm actually pretty tired. I think I'm gonna go pass out. Alright.
yeah,
Alright, yeah, nice talking with you guys.
yeah, you too.
Alright, have a good night. Alright, now we head back.
Are you a lawyer?
Alright, let's go drive all the way back. That's not... okay. Nice. Loot respawned. Alright. We'll do this and we'll go to bed. What I stream for, like, wish hours, not too long, but I wasn't planning on streaming in the first place. But you know how things happen. Yeah.
Hey! Oh yeah!
I definitely want to get a good car here. Because we're spending so much money in rentals. I guess not a whole lot, but enough. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is probably going to be a short ending recap. Because, let's see. What actually happened today? Not too much actually happened today. We talked with Sam and Joe. We were the three-letter name gang for a little bit. And that's about it. That's about it. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate you, I really do. And remember, life is sacred.